We need to talk about her.
What do you want to talk about?
Everything. Did you see it coming?
When I look back now, I see it. I can see all the signs. But at the time, it was kind of normal. She was always battling. She's battling herself, battling society. She'd never tried to hurt herself before. She never talked about hurting herself. I guess she just got tired of the fight.
What made her so unhappy?
She just felt trapped. It's like she was stuck. She's trapped in a small town. She's stuck in an empty marriage. She felt like she was in prison. She was just trapped.
I know the feeling.
You're not her, Lizzie. Not at all. You know, you're gonna be okay.
What makes you say that?
No. Intuition.
You know those last few months whenever she moved the guest bed into my bedroom? She would keep me up till 1 or 2 in the morning just talking to me, and I was just a kid. She was so manic. And I was kind of afraid of her at times, really. But at the same time, I just felt so special that she was confiding in me. Felt like I was her best friend. Like we were more sisters than mother and daughter. God, I can remember those nights so clearly.
What kind of things would she talk to you about?
Mostly memories from her childhood, grudges that she held against people. she would ramble on and on about random things and conspiracies. I don't know. She always told me two things, though, over and over and over. Don't trust anyone, and get out of Bluffton, out of Indiana.
Yeah. That sounds just like her. So what are you gonna do? You think you're gonna stick around Fort Wayne?
Well, my lease is up in less than 2 months, so I need to figure it out. I don't know if I want to keep hopping from city to city, but I also don't know if I necessarily want to stay here.
Like, if you weren't in Fort Wayne, where would you want to be?
Probably still around the Midwest, just somewhere a little larger, to be more anonymous. What about you? What are you gonna do? Retire? Get married again? Travel?
Yeah, I'm too young to retire. And I'm way too old to date.
What do you mean you're not on Tinder?
No. I don't even tweet. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. For so long, I was the guy whose wife killed herself. I was the guy whose daughter ran away. And I don't even know who I am anymore. It's hard to know what you're gonna do when you don't know who you are. So I'm working on that.
You're gonna be all right, you know. Intuition. So why do we dream? Why, like, I don't know. Why is that a thing?
I think it's like super important for our like evolution, you know? Like dreaming helps you work out a lot of subconscious things that, you know, maybe feel unsafe to work out in real life, so you're trying to like figure them out in a safe space and, you know, play through all the different ways that things could go, and like it's a way for you to work things out without any real consequence, and you can learn from those experiences, you
But
know.
it's just so weird because you're subconsciously doing it. Like, it's not
Mhm.
like,
You're not actively
why is,
choosing to do it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've spent a lot of time, like reading about different, I don't know, studies that have been done on dreaming and like trying to problem solve, you know, things in your dreams, how it affects your brain waves and everything. But also, like, I feel like, you know, Freud talked a lot about working out like your deepest fears and desires in your dreams and things that you may not even realize yourself, that you have anxiety about these certain issues. It can come out in another sort of ugly way in your dream that you're confronted with, that you have to face. But then without knowing it, you become a more evolved being in your waking life, you know, because you've dealt with those issues in your dream state.
Yeah.
And I think that it can really, if you really pay attention to your dreams and you really let them guide you, it can help you discover a lot about what's going on. You know, we put up a lot of barriers for ourselves. We don't listen to ourselves enough. We don't stop and, you know, really feel our emotions. We constantly block things off that might hurt us, you know, or, you know, be too much for us to handle. So, you know, our dreams allow us to, you know, force us to deal with those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been having a lot of dreams lately. And I just don't know. Like, I feel like they're not telling me. Like, I'm trying to be aware of what their meaning is, but I feel like it's not really telling me one thing or the other. It's just perpetuating my confusion about what I need to do, you know, if I should move, if I should stay here. I don't know.
What happens, like, when you dream about it?
It's just, I have dreams, like, that I'm just, like, running and running and running, and I don't know.
Like running away?
Yeah. Or that I'm, like, trapped somewhere forever.
Do you ever feel like you feel trapped here? Like there's nothing for you somewhere else? Even though you want to leave? Or feel afraid?
I don't even know if I want to leave. I don't know. I kind of feel trapped everywhere.
Yeah, dude. I feel that.
I don't want to just keep taking the same problems, like, place to place, you know? But I don't know what good it's doing to, like, keep them in a place.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about running away from your problems, is it's like a ghost that you carry with you. So no matter where you go, it's going to follow you. That's like what people do when things get hard, is like try to move on. They take the problems with them. Cycle. The scarier thing is to stay and confront.
Yeah.
I feel like things really changed for me a lot whenever I started facing things that would chase me in my dreams. Like I was always being chased by some sort of like predator or demonic force. And my whole life I would find more inventive ways to escape and to try to wake myself up. And
Like
I
what?
always lived in fear. Like trying to scream as loud as I could, or like pinching myself, or like throwing my fist through glass, or, you know, burning myself in my dreams. And then, you know, just like waking up in screaming fits of terror in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
But I lived like that for years. And finally, I just decided to stop running and to just turn around knowing that I might get murdered in this dream or something worse would happen to me. But I just had to, like, see it through. And I was tired of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And so I just stopped and turned around. And then it, like, I don't know, it was just like a huge weight lifted.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that time forward, I knew that I could just stand my ground. And I stopped having so many dreams like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also started feeling like more brave and less fearful about things in general.
Like
It was a
real life?
weird, it was a weird, like, effect that it had on me, that once I made that subconscious decision to just, like, stop letting my fear control me.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to have the fear,
Mm-hmm.
but you can be in control of how you let it affect your actions, you know?
Dreams are weird.
They're so weird. Yeah. But I think that it's crucial for us, you know, to have them. Yeah. And it's important to hear what they're saying.
What if they're not saying anything, though?
Like a party mouse, like, crashes your 3rd grade party and ruins your popularity forever. That kind of dream.
How'd you know? Are you in my dreams? You are in my dreams.
Even that is, like, about anxiety, you know?
The
It's
mouse
so
shit?
weird. Yeah, like, some weird, like... I had a dream that I made out with my, like, great-grandma who was, like, dead. She, like, came to visit me from the grave, and I was like, oh, Grandma, it's so good to see you. And then I realized that she was still dead, and then she came to, like, kiss me on the mouth, and then she just started sucking all the air out of me, and I
What
woke
the-
up gasping for breath. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
And what is that dream about, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, see, there's some are just so bizarre that you're...
But Freud would say that I was, like, afraid of intimacy, and I am, so...
Well, Freud doesn't know everything.
Freud doesn't know shit. I mean, he's kind of a weirdo, but...
When I was couch surfing for a while out in LA, I came across a small paperback of poems. They were by a writer named Octavio Paz. The book was beat to hell, and old rusty paper clips marked a lot of the pages. There were notes scrawled in the margins of almost every page. But one short poem from that book stood out to me. I read it over and over and over again, memorizing it without even trying to. Wasn't sure why it meant so much to me at that time, but it's still the only poem I know by heart. Lightning or fishes in the night of the sea, and birds, lightning in the forest night. Our bones are lightning in the night of the flesh. O world, all is night. Life is the lightning. O world, all is night. Life is the lightning. Feels like all I've known is night, darkness, absence. I can't survive knowing just the darkness. I need the lightning. I need some light. Because I want to survive. I really they do.
Do you recall the scent of fallen leaves? Free fall, bathed in infancy. Now I know the difference between effect and effect. Once what you do to me, and once what you've left. Don't say